Cancer, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. Happy day. We are officially in Gemini season. Definitely a welcome change of energy. It's taken a lot these past couple months getting through Pisces, Aries season, pretty intense, kind of volatile at points. Taurus did help bring in some balance, but we're only just recently seeing this. We're in the waning phase of the moon cycle. So this is really the time of releasing, letting go. The full moon had a very similar theme, and Pluto just went into retrograde beginning of the month. So there's a lot that's asking us not only to slow down. I mean, I think with Gemini season, things are going to start picking up. We're seeing this a little bit more in the astrology. Stuff is starting to balance out. We're getting a better grip, control over the situations we are dealing with that are a little bit intense, frustrating, overwhelming, etc. We're finding our power is a better way to say it, which I really love. And again, this isn't stuff that's like, oh yeah, like everything's just magically fine now. It's things that you've had to work hard for, that you've had to bust your ass for. So that's why I like to start off our readings with an energy cleansing, just kind of set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any of those spaces where we are experiencing blocks, limitations, inability to kind of see a clear path forward. It's a really good time to set your own intention as well, Cancer, especially if you've come into this with something on your heart, on your mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, etc., or if you are just looking for more of a rebalancing mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're feeling good, grounded in ourselves, when we know who we are, when we know what we want, that's really where we're manifesting abundance from. Know thyself, right? So I would love to help support that for you in whatever way possible. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, Cancer, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Mama Love. All right, Cancer. So it feels like you are coming to grips with something is what I'm hearing. You know, I feel like making peace within yourself about a situation, about a person, choosing like your own healing first is what I'm hearing, right? Like so often when disruption comes in, especially in relationships, we're like chasing the other person or trying to figure out what the F's going on, or we're super pissed for whatever they did, blah, blah, blah. And sorry, I don't mean to discount it by saying blah, 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 just et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But so there's this value where I feel like you're really starting to find peace around a situation. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's a part of, maybe I'm hearing like it triggered you a lot. It triggered you in a way where I think that journey is not necessarily over. It probably never is for us as long as we are alive. That journey, what am I talking about? Of like, you know, self-discovery and evolution and looking at the harder parts of ourselves that might not be as fun to acknowledge, i.e. the shadow diver. Not being afraid to go to those places, being in dynamics with people, situations that provoke those within us. Pluto went into retrograde beginning of the month, and it is this call to look at where we need to make change. It is that idea of death and rebirth, closing out one cycle so we can begin another. And the beauty of it being in Aquarius right now is it gives us the opportunity to like really claim things that would be proverbial wish fulfillment, quote unquote wish fulfillment, right? The things that we want to see ourselves attain in this life. You know, if you had that magic wand, if you were the magician, if you had 3 wishes, right? Like what would that be? And really kind of making plans, or how would that look? What would be some practical steps you would take? I feel like you've had to get some of this ickiness out of the way. But I also, as I'm saying this, I'm hearing like you're dealing with someone else's quote unquote shadow side, the not so great parts of them. And in a way where like, I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself to be a little bit more balanced, to not be so proud, but you're seeing someone act and behave in this way now. And it's kind of provoking that part of you that maybe wants to be a little bit of a dick or whatever, right? That part of you that's like just annoyed with it, over and done with it. We've been down this road before. I'm trying all these different ways to get you whatever, get us to work together, like get you to work with me is what I'm hearing. Like this is someone who's kind of just on the defensive. It's not like they're not collaborating with you to whatever capacity. This can be a myriad of different things, love, partnership, you know, it doesn't have to just be, it can be business, it can be family, it can be, you know, coworkers, etc., friends, community. But it looks like you've worked really hard to kind of just find some balance, find some unity with someone. And I feel like there's something about this where they just don't want to, or everything's really about pride and ego for them, right? Like everything is about winning, being on top, being the person that wins, you know, simply put. Sorry, not to be redundant, but I feel like it's the best way to say it, because I feel like this is someone that does kind of provoke this part of you that does need that healing. We're seeing this in the collective where not only like past people, past karmas, but also things are resurfacing. Things are calling for our attention so we can give it a little bit more love and TLC. And why is that? Because we're birthing something new. We're in the process of that cycle change that I was talking about, Pluto in Aquarius. It just went into Aquarius in November, last November, 2024. Officially, it stayed put. And now it's like, we have an opportunity to like go back to the drawing board. We have an opportunity to create something, to birth something new, something that like, I feel like you really care about. I feel like you're really passionate about, but there's like a lot of like, you're dealing with a lot of, whether it's one person or multiple people, it definitely feels like a lot of big egos, a lot of pride. On some level, Cancer, you might even feel like the little man, right? Like you're the one combating all these different things, these people, places, and things. Maybe people are penalizing you for kind of being independent, for not getting sucked into the drama. Like we started out this reading, it really feels like you've hit some level of like self-empowerment, like I'm good. And you are, right? You're doing your own thing. 9 of Pentacles is such a beautiful energy. It's like you being good with you. And you don't need someone else. Yeah, it's great to get a little bit of an ego boost and someone's, you know, being nice or, you know, giving you a thumbs up, whatever. But you don't need that, is the point I'm trying to make. And I feel like someone's having a really hard time with it because it's forcing them to become accountable in a way that they really don't want to. Accountable in a way where like this, I feel like this is someone who's using time to their advantage. Like I'm gonna wait, because it's like they're digging in their heels inadvertently. 100%. 4 of Cups is coming in their energy. 4 of Cups is like them taking advantage of you or taking the situation for granted, taking like the relationship, not giving it the love, the attention, the respect that it deserves. And unfortunately, it's pissed you off. It's pissed you off for quite some time. They do know how to poke the bear. I don't think that they're intentionally trying to do it. Don't hate me for saying that, but it really feels like it's part of their nature. It's just kind of how they are. Probably they could stand to learn some etiquette, right? Like ways to communicate, ways to engage in relationships that's a little bit more healthy. You're also a water sign. You're also governed, the moon is very impactful in your energy. So it's hard not to feel all the feels around people and situations like this. But again, this is not, it is about you, but it's not. This is about their own issues. And for you, it's like, how can you still feel good about you, regardless of what they're choosing, what they're doing? Because it doesn't look like they're paying attention to you or giving you the validation, whatever you need from them. They're not giving it to you. And that's why you've made these boundaries, maybe. As I'm saying this, the Nine of Pentacles can also be like a fortress, right? In the traditional deck, it shows, the figure in the middle of a garden, like enjoying the fruits of her labor, essentially. And it's this value where this is your sacred space. I think, whatever. I'm seeing like this person is just having a really hard time admitting where they're at with the situation, what they think, what they feel. They may not even be admitting it to themselves. And so I feel like because you are standing your ground, I feel like the Lion for you, Cancer, is all about feeling empowered, feeling good about yourself, not letting people infiltrate your sacred space, right? Like your boundaries, whatever that looks like for you. Doesn't have to be sacred. Well, no, all boundaries are sacred. But you're protecting yourself. And I think in some ways it's because this pain is coming up, pain of the past, pain of how you want people to actually engage and invest in you. The midwife is like the embodiment of mama love, right? She is support and nurture and care. And Cancer, you're a sign that so does that easily for others. You rule the 4th house of home, family. You know how to make people feel like safe, right? Safe and secure and loved. But you want people to do that for you too, right? And I think in some ways it's like about being honest with yourself around who and what this person is, how much they can give. I mean, here's the thing. They're sticking around to some capacity. Yeah, they're sticking around because something is giving them fuel to start again. Let's pull one more, right? Something's giving them fuel to start again. And they're determined to do it in a way that it's not even you, it's like other people approve of, right? They don't want people to look at them negatively. So it's almost like they're going to prove something, but it's not a lot about you or the relationship. Start before you're ready. Don't prepare, begin. Yeah, I like that. I think that you are more ready than maybe what you're giving yourself credit for. And that's going to be a little bit of the disconnect for them, because it's like they're not ready, or, they're used to kind of dragging their heels or trying to make things go slower than what they need to, right? Like not take accountability. But I feel like as you do what you need to do to move forward, they're going to want to catch up. That's what they're basically showing. They're showing forget what I said before. I'm on board with you, etc. Go make interesting mistakes and make amazing mistakes. Make glorious and fantastic mistakes. Break the rules. Leave the world more interesting for your being here. I feel like this is the energy that you are embodying. I feel like this week, you're going to be a little bit more kind, gentle, gracious to yourself, Cancer. You're not going to let their weird opinions or annoying, kind of perceptions of you or judgments, etc., dictate how you are moving, especially because, again, it's not things that are said or meant to uplift you. It's things that are meant to kind of bring you down, or that value I'm hearing, hurt people. They're hurting you because they're hurting, right? And our final quote: determination and hard work are as important as talent. Don't let anyone discourage you. Yes, rejection and criticism hurt, but get used to it. 100%, right? We can't let that be the thing that holds us from starting something new or pursuing something that is more heart honoring. It's so easier said than done. It's painful. That rejection, criticism, judgments, shame, those things hurt really badly, But again, silver lining finding is you're in this space of your own empowerment that's giving you the courage to press forward, that's giving you the courage to move on. Continue on that trajectory. It might be a little bit heavy this week, Cancer, but you got it, and we'll touch base next week. All right. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share, and a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support you bring to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.